So, hi students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous class about the properties of rational numbers, closure property, commutative property, associative property. These are all. Now we see that distributive property. Distributive property is under multiplication over addition of rational numbers, under multiplication over subtraction of a rational number. So distributive property in this we have two. If A and B, this is the first one, distributive property under distributive property under multiplication over addition, that means two numbers, three numbers A, B, C are rational numbers. A and B are three rational numbers. Let A, B and C are three rationals, then A into B plus B, A into B plus C. Here A, B, C are rational numbers. A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. This is called distributive property under multiplication over addition. So A into B is plus A into C. Distributive property under multiplication over addition. Let example you see. Let A is equals to 1 by 2, B is equals to 0 and C is equals to 2 by 3. Now A into B, see A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. Means distributive, the A is distributed, A into B, A is multiplied B as well as A is multiplied with C. Now, so A into B, what is the value of A? 1 by 2 into B value 0 plus 2 by 3. Observe it, we are doing first LHS part. 1 by 2 into, as we know 0 plus 2 by 3 is 2 by 3. Now multiplication 1 2s are 2, 1 into 2 by 2 into 3 which will be 2 by 6. 2 by 6 you can cancel as 2 1s are 2 and 2 3s are 6. Now you see RHS part here, A into B which is equal to 1 by 2 into 0 plus 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. 1 by 2 into 0 plus 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 which is equals to 0 plus 1 2s are 2 by 2 3s are 6 which is equals to 2 by 6. So from this what can you say? LHS is equal to RHS. So distributive property under multiplication over addition is satisfied. Distributive property under multiplication over addition is satisfied. Is it clear? So A into B plus C is equals to A into B plus A into C. Similarly, we have distributive property under multiplication over subtraction of rational numbers. So this is the distributive property. Is it clear? Now, distributive property under multiplication over subtraction. Let A, B and C are three rationals, then A into B minus C is equals to A into B minus A into C. So let A is equals to 1 by 2, B is equals to 0 and C is equals to 2 by 3. So first we take A into B minus C is equals to A into B minus A into C, where A is the value of 1 by 2 into 0 minus 2 by 3. We are doing LHS part. 0 minus 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3 into 1 by 2. So when we know how to multiply the rationals, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. So 1 into minus 2 by 2 into 3, which will give you 1 plus into minus, minus 2 by 2 3s are 6. Plus into minus, minus 2 3s are 6. So minus 2 by 6. This is LHS part. Now if you take RHS part, A into B, what is the value of A? 1 by 2 into 0, 1 by 2 into 0 minus A into 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. So 1 by 2 into 0, this value is always 0 minus 1 2s are 2 by 2 3s are 6. So 0 minus 2 by 6, which is nothing but minus 2 by 6. So we got both LHS and RHS are equal. So distributive property under multiplication over subtraction of rational numbers is satisfied. This is about distributive property. If it is minus, under subtraction, multiplication over subtraction. If it is plus, under multiplication over addition of rational numbers. I hope it is clear. These are the main properties of rational numbers: closure, commutative, associative and distributive property. Now we see the additive inverse of A by B is minus A by B. Additive inverse of A by B is minus A by B. How it is minus A by B? When we add A by B, when we add two rational numbers, the result is always should be equal to 0. Additive identity. Additive inverse, the result always should be equal to 0. So A by B plus of minus A by B. A by B plus of minus A by B is equal to 0. Similarly, additive inverse of 2 by 3 is minus 2 by 3. You observe it here, 2 by 3 plus minus 2 by 3 is equals to 0. 2 by 3 plus, they are like rationals and one is plus, one is minus, so 0. Additive identity of rational numbers, that is 0. A by B plus 0 is equals to A by B, means when you add any number to the 0, the result is always same. The result is always same. So A by B plus 0 is equal to A by B. Example, if you take 4 by 5 plus 0 is equals to 4 by 5. One more example, if you take minus 4 by 3 plus 0 is equal to minus 4 by 3. The result is always same. So this is called, 0 is called additive identity, and additive inverse means just changing the sign. Just changing the sign of the given rational, that is additive inverse. Next, multiplicative identity of rational numbers is 1, means A by B into 1 is equals to A by B. If you multiply any rational number with 1, you get the same result. That's why it is called multiplicative identity. Example, you see here, example 4 by 5 into 1 is equals to 4 by 5. Example 2, one more example, minus 2 by 7 into 1 is equal to minus 2 by 7. Next, multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal of A by B is B by A. Just reversing the numerator and denominator. We are just interchanging numerator to denominator, denominator to numerator. That is called multiplicative inverse, which is nothing but reciprocal. So that is example, if you see 2 by 7. So what reciprocal or multiplicative inverse? A product of, when you say one more point, multiplicative inverse is nothing but product is always should be equal to 1. Here I am writing, which is A by B into B by A is equals to 1. That is called multiplicative inverse. A by B is the multiplicative inverse of B by A, and B by A is the multiplicative inverse of A by B. So product of a number and its multiplicative inverse is always 1. Product of a number and its multiplicative inverse, product of a rational and its reciprocal is always equal to 1. That is multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal. So multiplicative multiplicative inverse of 2 by 7 is 7 by 2. Why? Here I am writing 2 by 7 into 7 by 2 will give you 1. How it is equal to 1? 7 ones are 7, 2 ones are 2, which is 1 into 1 is equals to 1. I hope it is clear. Multiplicative inverse of 2 by 7 is 7 by 2. Interchanging the numerator and the denominator. Interchanging the numerator and the denominator. Is it clear? Yes. Right. Now we will see exercise 1.1. Write the additive inverse for the following. Question number 2 and question number 4. Write the multiplicative inverse of the following. So additive inverse. Additive inverse means what? You have to just change the sign of it, then write the number. So here solution. Additive inverse. Additive inverse of 2 by 8 is minus 2 by 8. Minus 2 by 8. Here I will write 2 by 8 plus of minus 2 by 8 will be equal to 0. Will be equal to 0. Next. Here additive inverse of 2 by 8 is minus 2 by 8. Now you see the next question. Minus 6 by minus 5. Both when you have, that indicates that both are negative numbers. Both are negative numbers. That means minus minus, both numerator and denominator is negative. So it becomes a positive. So additive inverse of additive inverse of minus 6 by minus 5 is 6 by 5. See, it is plus 6 by 5 and is minus 6 by 5. Why it is minus 6 by 5? Both minus minus gets cancelled, which will be left over is 6 by 5. Which will be left over is 6 by 5. So 6 by 5 minus 6 by 5. Observe it. Here I am writing 6 by 5 plus of minus 6 by 5 is equal to 0. Why it is plus 6 by 5? Because both are minus, minus minus gets cancelled, 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Next, additive inverse of 19 by minus 6 is additive inverse of 19 by minus 6, which is nothing but if the numerator is having, a denominator is having negative sign, it indicates for the numerator only. So is minus 19 by 6. This meaning is minus 19 by 6, which is equal to plus 19 by 6. I will write here, that is 19 by minus 6 plus minus 19 by 6 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. This is about additive inverse. Additive inverse. Now we see multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal. The reciprocal. So, what is the reciprocal of? What is its denominator? It indicates as 1. So, reciprocal of minus 13 by 1, because denominator we can write as 1, is minus 1 by 30. We are not changing the sign. We are just reversing the numerator and denominator. Is minus 1 by 13, which can be written as minus 13 by 1 into minus 1 by 13 will be equal to 1. 13 ones are 13, cancel, minus into minus, plus 1 by 1, which is nothing but 1. So the product of a number and its reciprocal, or a number and its multiplicative inverse, is always 1. Is always 1. Next, see this one. Here you have two fractions, the operation is into. First you have to find the product of these two. For that you have to find out multiplicative inverse. So here minus 5 by 8 into minus 3 by 7, minus into minus plus, so 5 into 3 by 8 into 7, minus into minus, plus 5 by 3 into 5 into 3 by 8 into 7, 15 by 56. 8 sevens are 56, 5 threes are 15, 8 sevens are 56. So 15 by 56 is the number. Now for this you have to see the reciprocal. So multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of 15 by 56 is reciprocate 56 by 15. Just reverse the fraction. So now 15 by 56 into 56 by 15, the result is 1. The result is 1. This is how we find reciprocal. This is how we find the reciprocal. You don't need to get this product, but I am just explaining why it is multiplicative. Product of a number and multiplicative inverse is always equal to 1. Is always equal to 1. I hope it is clear. Right. Now we see the next question. Question number 7. Tell what property allows you to compute 1 by 3 into 6 into 4 by 3 bracket for 6 into 4 by 3, and here 1 by 3 into 6 bracket for 1 by 3 into 6 into 4 by 3. Can you say which property is this? Here 3 numbers are there, all are in the multiplication form. Yes, you are right. Yes, associative property under multiplication. So the above one will tell you associative property under multiplication. What is this? Associative property under multiplication. Associative property under multiplication. A into B into C bracket for B into C is equal to A into B bracket for A into B into C. What is the property name? That is associative property. So A into B into C is equals to A into B into C. This is associative property. He didn't ask you to calculate. He is asking which property is this? Which property is this? It is associative property. Is it clear? Associative property, right? Representing rational numbers on the number line. So we learned how to represent natural numbers, whole numbers, integers on the number line. So now we are representing rational numbers on the number line. How to represent on the number line rational numbers? So before going to represent the rational numbers, first natural numbers. How to represent? You have to maintain equal distance between these two successive numbers, equal space between the numbers. So here, this is first. If we take here 1, this is about natural numbers. 1, equal distance you must maintain between the natural numbers. Next, whole numbers. Whole numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. So first number is 0, then equal distance you must maintain 2, 3, 4, 5. Then integers, equal space. Integers means positive and negative numbers will be there. Between them 0 will be there. So 0, right side if you move positive numbers, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Then left side if you move minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are integers. Now when it comes to the rational number, rational numbers first you have to see whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. Now we are talking about rational numbers on the number line. Here these are all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. Now when you are representing rational numbers on the number line, first thing you have to see whether it is greater than 0, where it lies also. So first point, all proper fractions, proper rationals, rational numbers lie between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. If it is a positive, it lies between 0 and 1. If it is a negative rational number, then it lies between -0 and -1. You have to see all proper rational numbers lie between 0 and 1. Where it lies, first thing you have to identify in between where it lies. So first thing, where the given rational lies. That is the first step. Second step, you have to see equal distance between the rationals. Equal distance between the rationals. Equal distance between the rationals. Now suppose 2 by 9, if I ask, represent 2 by 9 on number line. 2 by 9 on number line. Now you see 2 by 9 means denominator is how much? 9. So on the number line, it is a proper rational number. It is a proper rational number. Numerator is smaller than the denominator. So it lies between 0 and 1. So between 0 and 1, how many equal divisions you have to take? See the denominator. 9 equal divisions. This is 0 and this is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll extend the line. See, first division, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, and this is 9. 9 divisions we have. Observe it. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9 divisions. So this is 1. So here first part is 1 by 9, second part is 2 by 9, and third part is 3 by 9, 4 by 9, 5 by 9, 6 by 9, 7 by 9, 8 by 9, which is equal to 1 is nothing but 9 by 9. This how we represent rationals on the number line. Rationals on the number line. Is it clear? Now we see one more example. Represent. Second example you see. Represent minus 7 by 4 on the number line. Minus 7 by 4 on the number line. So whenever you get a rational number, irrational, that is a rational number which is an what you can say, this is improper. Forget about the sign and it's improper rational. You see improper. Numerator is greater than the denominator. So in that case, first you convert that into mixed number by ignoring the sign. So 7 by 4, first ignore the sign. With 4 if you divide, 4 ones are 4 and 3. So 4 by 7 can be, 7 by 4 can be represented. 7 by 4 can be represented here. 7 by 4 is equals to 1 3 by 4, but it has minus sign. So minus 1 3 by 4. So minus 7 by 4 is nothing but minus 7 by 4 is equal to minus 1 3 by 4. It lies. That means it lies after minus 1 and before minus 2. It lies between, which lies between minus 1 3 by 4 lies between minus 1 and minus 2. Minus 1 and minus 2. Is it clear? Minus 1 and minus 2. You observe it how to represent that. That's why you understood. Minus 1, when you represent, when you convert into mixed fraction, mixed rational, then you will understand where it lies when you get improper rational. Now you see on the number line. Observe it. This is the number line. So first 0, then minus 1. After minus 1, see here, this is 0 and this is minus 1 and this is minus 2. Minus 1 and minus 2. Now you see between 0, how many parts you are dividing? Minus 1 and minus 2. This is minus 1 by 4 and this is minus 2 by 4 and this is minus 3 by 4. Minus 1 is nothing but minus 4 by 4. Minus 4 by 4. Now you see next one. This is minus 5 by 4. Between minus 1 and minus 2, how many equal divisions you have to do? 4 equal divisions. Minus 5 by 4. Minus 1, 5 by 4. This is nothing but minus 5 by 4. Next, minus 6 by 4. Next, minus 7 by 4. You see here, minus 7 by 4. And 2 is nothing but minus 8 by 4. If you cancel, that is minus 2. So, minus 7 by 4 lies between minus 1 and minus 2. Whereas here 2 by 9 is lying over here. That is, this is 2 by 9. This how we represent numbers, rational numbers on the number line. Is it clear, children? Yes. Represent rational numbers between two rational numbers. Represent rational numbers between two rational numbers. So we are finding. So between two rational numbers. Example, you see here. So write three rationals between 1 by 10 and between 1 by 10 and 5 by 10. Observe it. Between 1 by 10 and 5 by 10, they are the rational numbers which are both the denominators are same. So both the denominators are same. 1 by 10 and 5 by 10. So easily you can write 1 by 10 and 5 by 10. After 1, what rationals will come? 2 by 10. See, 3 by 10. Because the denominators are same. So we can write 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10 or 3 rationals between 1 by 10 and 5 by 10. As they are like rationals, immediately we found the rationals between 1 by 10 and 5 by 10. If suppose they are not like rationals, if the denominators are different, then example, one more example you see, write 4 rationals between, write 4 rationals between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now you see minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2, that is 4 rational numbers I am taking. 4 rational numbers is asking. So when you are writing 4 rational numbers, first thing, are they like rationals? No, they are not like rationals. So what you have to do? First you have to convert them into like rationals. So that is, so given rationals minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. So first thing, they are the unlike rationals. Convert them into like rationals by two methods, by taking LCM or by making the denominators by multiplying with some other number. See here, if I multiply this with to get the 10, what I should do? That is 10 is the LCM. Another way, if you multiply this with 5, 4z and this with this rational with 5, 4z 20, here with 10, then the denominators are same. Two ways can be done, by taking LCM or another way. So LCM of 5 and 2 is, LCM of 5 and 2 is 10 as we know. So minus 2 by 5 making the denominator as 10, so we multiply with 2 by 2, and here 1 by 2 is there, this we will take with 5. So now minus 2 into plus 2, minus into minus plus, 2 2s are 4, 4 by 5 2s are 10, and here you see 1 5s are 5, 2 5s are 10. Now the denominators are same. So when he is asking 4 rational numbers, take one more rational number which is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Why we are taking 5? Exactly if you multiply, sometimes you may not get 4 rationals only. So one number we are taking extra, that is 5. Now multiply minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10 with both numerator and denominator with this 5. With this 5. So multiply the rationals. Multiply the rationals with 5 by 5. With 5 by 5. Both the rationals you have to multiply. Now you see, minus 4 by 10 into 5 by 5, and then again 5 by 10 into 5 by 5. So minus 4 into 5, minus 4 5s are 20 by 10 5s are 50, and 4 5s are 20, 10 5s are 50. Now here 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25, 10 5s are 50. Now you see minus 20 and 25, minus 20 and 25, minus 20 is a negative number and 25 is a positive number. So you can write in many number of rationals between them. So it may vary from one person to the other person, from one person to the other person. So here I am writing minus 19 by 20, minus 19 by 50, minus 18 by 50, minus 17 by 50, then even 1 by 50 are 4 rationals between from where to where? Between the given rationals are what? Minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. This already we learned in class 7th. Now you see here, you can select, sir, where is minus 16 by 50? Even you can select that. Even 2 by 50 you can select. 24, before this 24 by 50 you can select. Many number of rationals you can select. The answer may vary from one person to the other person, which numbers they are taking between these two rationals. I hope it is clear now. Is it clear how to find out rational numbers between the given rationals? First you have to convert them. If they are like, then you can multiply with given number. If they are unlike, then convert them into like by taking LCM. Then after, by how many they are asking, with one more extra you take, with that 6 by 6 or 7 by 7 you multiply and find out the rationals which are lying between them. Is it clear, children? Right. I hope you understood. And here we have some homework questions. Exercise 1.1, question number 6, 7, 8, 9, and exercise 1.2, you have question number 2, question number 5, first and second bit, and question number 6. So I hope you understood what we have discussed today. We discussed about the distributive property of rational numbers under multiplication over addition, under multiplication over subtraction, then how to represent the rationals on the number line, how to represent the rationals on the number line, and how to find out some rational numbers between the given rationals. I hope it is clear. Right? This is your homework part. Thank you, children. We will meet again in the next session.